Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Lacey Chabert too old? Hallmark rocked by age discrimination suit. Just as Hallmark's has kicked off, the Feel Good Network is being sued for a very shocking reason. The network has been hit with an age discrimination suit. The most shocking part of this age discrimination suit is that the EVP of programming of Hallmark Media has allegedly called the Lacey Chabert, as well as others, too old. Who is suing the network, and what are the ageist allegations? Here are all the details. Hallmark exec allegedly accused of calling Lacey Chabert too old. Just as Hallmark is ready to kick off the second week of their annual Christmas flicks, starting with the movie, starring 48-year-old Alison Sweeney and 44-year-old Niall Matter, the network is being sued for age discrimination. This is a very delicate and complex legal situation. This is what has been shared thus so far. Late on Wednesday, reported that Penny Perry, the former Hallmark casting director who matched up Lacey Chabert with Brennan Elliott for the All of My Heart movie, is suing the network for age discrimination. The 79-year-old Perry said that Lisa Hamilton Daly reportedly said that the network wanted less old talent and needed to be replaced with younger stars. Allegedly, the network believed Perry didn't know enough younger talent. Perry said that Hamilton Daly allegedly said, "Lacey's getting older and we have to find someone like her to replace her as she gets older." Next, the EVP of programming at Hallmark Media allegedly spoke of Holly Robinson Peete, whose last movie for the network was in 2022. She allegedly said of the 60-year-old 21 Jump Street alum, "No one wants her because she's too expensive and getting too old. She can't play leading roles anymore." Long in the tooth 79-year-old casting director fired from network. Penny Perry is well known in the Hallmark world for pairing up on-screen couples. Perry worked for the network for nearly a decade. She is the person behind putting Christopher Pollahar and Jill Wagner in the series. In addition, she casted. That includes real-life couple Julie Gonzalo and Chris McNally. In addition, she cast Madeline Arthur, who was fantastic as the ghost. The suit alleges that although she worked for the network for nearly a decade, her final days at the network were far from feel-good. Perry alleges that Hamilton Daly called her long in the tooth. More about the Hallmark age discrimination suit. In addition to the ageist claims about her and the actresses, Penny Perry had other issues. She asked for special accommodations as she has Ms. In addition, she is legally blind in one eye. However, she contends she was still capable of working for the network. But they delayed accommodating her. Next, she was on leave for heart surgery. When she returned, she discovered they were hiring a new person with her same job duties. Yet, they had a different title for this job. Things changed when she returned from getting a pacemaker put in. Hallmark gave her 48 hours to accept a 50% pay cut and lowered benefits, or lose her job. Perry was concerned about the age and disability discrimination. Therefore, she asked to speak with a lawyer. They did not heed her complaints. Lastly, Perry also alleges that the network said that she quit and was not fired. The suit is 37 pages long. But it is an easy, but shocking reading for a legal document. One thing of note, Perry was hired by Elizabeth Yost. She is the former Hallmark executive who oversaw development of such programming as the Wedding Veil trilogy. Yost also was let go by the company last spring. The former EVP of programming, Michelle Vickery, left not long after Bill Abbott stepped down. What does the network say about aged-out Lacey and HRP? What does Hallmark have to say about these accusations? Is their Queen of Christmas is aging out of her rom-com roles? The network has shared a statement. Meanwhile, neither Lacey nor HRP have issued a formal statement. Nor has either actress shared anything on their socials. However, what may speak volumes now is that Lacey Chabert is starring in her first Netflix Christmas movie this year called. Her only Hallmark Christmas movie this season is with Christopher Pollahar. Hallmark fans, what do you think of these age discrimination allegations? In a plot twist more shocking than a Christmas Eve snowfall in Southern California, Hallmark Channel, long considered the North Pole of wholesome holiday romance, is at the center of a growing age discrimination storm. At the heart of it is fan-favorite actress Lacey Chabert, known affectionately by her legion of viewers as the Queen of Hallmark. But now, after nearly 2 decades of cozy sweaters, peppermint lattes, and slow-motion snowball fights, Chabert's relationship with the network may be turning as frosty as the fictional town she helped bring to life. According to recent legal filings, Chabert is taking legal action against Hallmark's parent company, Crown Media Holdings, alleging that she was subtly phased out of leading roles due to her age, 41. The suit, filed in California Superior Court, claims that network executives began quietly repositioning the actress after she turned 40, pushing her into minor roles or out of projects altogether in favor of younger talent. The sweetheart gets sidelined. For fans, the news is a jarring departure from the carefully cultivated universe of Hallmark, where time seemingly stands still and age is just another charming character trait. But behind the scenes, Chabert's complaint paints a less magical picture. "I have given Hallmark 15 years of my life, starring in over 30 films, often working through holidays and personal milestones," Chabert said in a statement through her attorney. "To be quietly benched, not for lack of ability or audience connection, but because of a number on my birth certificate, is deeply hurtful and wrong." Her legal team points to emails and internal memos suggesting that executives were targeting a younger demo for upcoming projects and that Chabert's image, while iconic, was aging out of their ideal viewer's fantasy. One email cited in the suit allegedly refers to a newer actress as the next Lacey, but fresh. From mean girl to Christmas icon, Chabert's journey to Hallmark royalty is one for the made-for-TV movie archives. After her breakout role as Gretchen Wieners in 2004's Mean Girls, Chabert's transition into cozy cable queen was both surprising and serendipitous. Beginning with 2010's Elevator Girl, she quickly became a staple of the network's seasonal lineups, appearing in everything from A Royal Christmas to Sweet Carolina. Her characters were always reliably cheerful, sometimes clumsy, occasionally widowed, but always ready to rediscover love before December 25th. To many viewers, Chabert was Hallmark. Fans planned viewing parties around her films. She had the kind of consistent, family-friendly presence that felt like comfort food with a dash of cinnamon. But according to the lawsuit, this consistency became a problem, not because of performance, but perception. Aging out of the fantasy. At the core of the controversy is a tension that's long existed in Hollywood but is now infiltrating even its most benign corners, the entertainment industry's ageism problem. While actors like George Clooney and Tom Cruise are allowed to age like fine wine and keep getting the girl, actresses often face an invisible expiration date. What's surprising here is the target: Hallmark, a brand built on warm fuzzies, empowerment, and tradition. "It's hypocritical," says media analyst Jenna Rothschild. Hallmark's core demographic includes women aged 35 to 64. These viewers grew up with Lacey, relate to her, and trust her. Phasing her out in favor of 20-something influencers undermines the brand's authenticity. The suit alleges that Hallmark began favoring younger actresses, many with significant social media followings, as it attempts to modernize and compete with up-and-coming streaming platforms like Great American Family and Netflix's holiday offerings. Chabert, despite her consistent ratings, was told that her roles were under review as the network looked to refresh its image. Fans and fellow stars speak out. The backlash has been swift. Within hours of the news breaking, hashtags like #JusticeForLacey and #HallmarkHypocrisy began trending on social media. Fan forums erupted with outrage. "I watch Hallmark for Lacey," wrote Twitter user @SnowGlobeQueen78. "She's the reason I even turn it on during the holidays. Age has nothing to do with talent." Several of Chabert's co-stars have also weighed in. Candace Cameron Bure, who made her own controversial exit from Hallmark to join Great American Family, posted on Instagram, "Lacey is one of the kindest, most professional actresses I've ever worked with. She deserves better." Even Danica McKellar, another former Hallmark regular, said in a podcast interview, "It's shocking and disheartening. Lacey is the real deal, and viewers adore her. If Hallmark is willing to push her aside, what message does that send to the rest of us?" Hallmark responds, "Sort of." Crown Media has yet to comment in detail, but a brief corporate statement released late Tuesday reads, "We take all allegations seriously and are committed to creating an inclusive and respectful environment for all talent. At this time, we are reviewing the claims internally and will respond in due course." Not exactly the warm and fuzzy reassurance fans were hoping for. The bigger picture. The lawsuit comes at a time when age discrimination lawsuits in Hollywood are seeing renewed attention. In 2023, a class action suit against a major talent agency led to significant policy changes across several networks. Advocacy groups like Women in Film and the Ginna Davis Institute on Gender in Media have long warned about the invisible wall that many actresses hit once they pass 40. Chabert's case may not just be about her, it could become a touchstone for the entire genre of feel-good, family-oriented television, forcing networks to confront the contradiction between their messaging and their business practices. What's next for Lacey? In the meantime, Chabert isn't slowing down. Sources say she's already fielding offers from rival platforms, including a possible reunion project with several former Hallmark alumni. Streaming services, in particular, seem eager to scoop her up, touting their more inclusive and age-positive approaches to storytelling. "I'm not going anywhere," Chabert assured fans in a recent Instagram Live. "I still believe in love stories, second chances, and magic under the mistletoe. I just want to tell those stories where I'm valued." Conclusion: a frosty wake-up call. Whether Hallmark chooses to fight or settle, the damage may already be done. The very network that taught us to believe in Christmas miracles now faces the challenge of proving it still believes in its stars, even when they age. And as for Lacey Chabert, well, like any good Hallmark heroine, she may be down, but she's certainly not out. After all, if there's one thing fans know for sure, she's never too old to save Christmas. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with